Invite your friends. Invite not so friendly friends of yours. Tell them that Maiyegun today, before Nigeria happened to you, I will continue to remind you that since they have democratized the injustice, terrorism, the insecurity, the corruption, and the abuses, it is now turn by turn Nigeria Limited. For those who survived yesterday are potential victims of today. Those who survived today, they are potential victims of tomorrow. I'll continue to remind you. And yes, we like and yes, we like and yes, we like. Thank you for joining me. Share the video. And yes, we like. And yes, we like. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí fa ayé ẹ̀sùn láì aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ẹ̀sùn láì òkúra olóṣèlú ayé ẹ̀sùn láì ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn. Thank you for joining me. Yes. If you read the caption of the broadcast, yeah, you can make your own contribution in the comment section. I'll read some, but I'm going to pay more attention to what I'm about to share with you tonight. In the news, the businessmen called bandits, the simple criminals who have the capacity to derail a passenger train, the same simple criminals who have the capacity to shoot down a military jet, fighter jet, the same simple criminals struck yesterday on Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. And they kidnap unknown number of people. And they killed countless numbers of people as well. Now, among those killed was this man who happened to be a governorship aspirant of APC, Egbekegbe, during his lifetime. He was among those from Zamfara, a state in northern Nigeria that has already been occupied, where 70% of the land in Zamfara is now controlled by terrorists known as simple criminals, bandits, or vandals, and every other name they want to call them. This guy was from that state, and he was one of those who said, Boko Haram has done so greatly well to keep Nigeria safer than it was in 2015, before 2015, when Goodluck Egbere Jonathan was the president. He was killed yesterday and buried today. I'm sorry if I can't actually pick up his name, but I have his picture for those who want to see what it looks like. Now, he got killed by the terrorists along Kaduna Abuja Expressway, and he got buried today. And the safer, perfect Nigeria that the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the Buharidins, Buharididiris, the Buharidinotus, the Buharidijatus, the Buharishukus, the Ungozdiaris, the Unekaharis, all those who continue to claim that Boko Haram is only being criticized simply because people just don't like him. Everybody go chop the breakfast. Now, I decided to take a tour. I'm going to share something with you. If you have the time, sit back and let's see the stretch. This Kaduna Abuja Expressway, for some times now, for the past 3-4 years, has been abandoned by most travelers simply because the terrorists have taken over the road. People then resorted into taking the train from Kaduna to Abuja to avoid the road. It was the Kaduna Abuja train that the terrorists tried to derail. Now, the insecurity that many denies or considered as, the creation of a Goodluck Jonathan and then PDP at the time, the people who were up in arms who told us then clearly and repeatedly that the Boko Haram in northern Nigeria was being sponsored, financed by Goodluck Egbere Jonathan. They said that very clearly. The people who told us that suddenly, right, are now telling us or asking us to pray to Allah when things like this happen. You see that man killed, right? They are already praying for him. They are saying, Inon the Lai, Wahinon the Lai, Rajihun, which means that now God give, now God take, may God rest his soul and all of that. Then people are now praying for God to come and keep them safe in northern Nigeria. So I decided to take a tour. Come with me. It's so easy, right? This is me going to Kaduna Abuja Expressway, the stretch of that road. While they have all their soldiers, right, in the southern Nigeria and mostly in eastern Nigeria, as we are watching this video today, the Nigerian military and their contingents, they are busy right now in Imo State, but we'll come to that. Now, this is supposed to be the stretch of Kaduna Abuja Expressway. Look at the sides. Those are the deserts where the terrorist controls. You see this stretch? Let me see if I can close it a little bit. You see that stretch? Yeah? This both sides of this narrow road, expressway, they are territories of terrorists. All they need to do is just walk to this road. Once they walk to this road, they can stop traffic. They can stop traffic and kidnap just anyone. And guess what? When you are kidnapped, you ended up in any part of this desert and you are on your own. Now, the government of Nigeria has abandoned this place completely. as we speak. And this is the road that actually the only road that link is Kaduna called the Northwest, that link that part of the country, that region, yeah, to the center in Abuja. They have abandoned it to the terrorists. Now, not just that, if you take a look at the stretch of most of the, this is Nigeria. I don't know if I can get that map better. Let's see. Now, this is Nigeria in frame, right? Now, if you look at the divide like this, that line, yeah, and then you look up north, up the map. This is where they told us that once APC, Egbekegbe, comes to power, yeah, the hemorrhaging, the terrorism in Nigeria will stop. Now, this is northern Nigeria where you have the Kaduna and all these places. If you go to Kaduna, for example, yeah, the northern Kaduna, where those who are majorly Muslims lives, yeah, there is no real communal terrorism there that like the southern Kaduna, right? Now, in northern Kaduna, where they actually have the real security, including the military base, like defense headquarters, the defense academy in Kaduna, the only terrorism that is welcome to town is the terrorism of invading military bases to cut away weapons. And when they take all the weapons, they disappear into that forest. Now, if you look up here, just a quick one. If you look up here, that's further deserts. And what do you have? Niger Republic. According to them, yeah, those who cross the border of these deserts into Nigeria, they are Nigerians, as long as they are Fulanis. Now, you see this longest border between Nigeria and other, West Africa countries that, of this Niger and the Sahel. It is as porous as anything. And that is where all the terrorism that the local politicians in Nigeria have come to make pretty much legal, right? This is their entrance. And in Nigeria, the terrorists who cross this border, they are not called terrorists. They are called vandals. And their job is to render the rest of us as where they are coming from. Check your screen. Up north. This is what people are now asking, that if Nigeria was to be what it was when we signed up, the terrorists crossing and coming from this Sahel, the desert, coming according to Boko Haram gang, the same people who are now committing terrorism in Nigeria, according to Boko Haram gang, they are in Nigeria because of climate change. And it is because, look at that up north, as they are approaching, yeah, the desert, they are approaching the greener part, which is the vegetarian part of the west and south, in pretty much the south. Now, they have gotten to the middle, where you see have some greenery right there, right? They have gotten to that, gotten to Abuja. That's how far they have come. Now, in Nigeria, there is no effort to cut them and push back. According to the government of Nigeria, whatever crime these people are committing, they cannot be called terrorists, including what they did along Abuja Expressway, Abuja Kaduna Expressway. Let me share something with you. For those who survived and they were praising God, that God saved them, but the same God did not save those who got kidnapped or got killed. And that's how people eventually feel like somehow they are immune. That even if all these things are happening, that somehow they have something that will protect them, either God or anything that they believe in. But guess what? That is more reason why many people will only find out what danger they are in until they become victims too. Those who died, until now, they will tell you they believe strongly in the same God that you believe in. Many of them did believe in that God. They have been killed, right? Would you say God didn't love them? or God probably loves those who survived more. It is a mentality that religion has managed to engrave in us. By the way, let me show you this, a quick one. Along that road, the same road I just showed you now, Kaduna Abuja Expressway. In fact, let me bring that back up again before I share this video with you. For those who survived, and they were thanking God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for saving us. And all of that. Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria. Now you see the road. This is the road, right? Now, this is the picture, the video of those who survived and thanking God. Let's see.
See other people here. See other people here. See other people here. See other people come. God, you are faithful. Oh my God! Oh my God! They've carried our friends. We're just coming from Kaduna. Today is 21st November 2021. Oh my God! The Lord is faithful. Thank you for saving our lives. Thank you. This is life kidnapping. This is kidnapping life in broad daylight. Thank God for our life on the 21st of November 2001. Thank you, God, for saving us. Nigga, my Jesus. Thank you, God. Yes, thank God. Life one. Correct. You can hear the gunshot. God is faithful. You can hear the gunshot. It's leader. God is faithful. Correct. You can hear the gunshot. God is faithful. You can hear the gunshot. Scaring them away. You can hear the gunshot. Live gunfire going on. God is faithful. Live gunfire going on. Yes, sir. They find somebody. They don't carry. They have kidnapped some people. What's happened? La ilaha illallah. Oh God. Let's ask some people. So someone is been shot. He's oh shit right inside his car. Oh God. He's happening live on our way back. Oh shit, he's been shot. He's been shot. Under! Individual! Individual! Yeah! Individual here, God! What did I tell you? See individual! Hey, it's Gabokimu! They carry our friend. Hey, they don't carry our friend. Hey, see our friend. Hey, Jesus! I tell you, say this car! Hey! You say me also like motor one. Jesus, they carry our friend. Oh God! Oh God of creation! Oh God!
I hope they will find everyone the terrorists kidnapped. They will find them alive. But as you have this on your screen, you will actually love this if you are watching it on a bigger screen, right? So this is where they took them, and now they have vanished into the deserts. So the family will be waiting for the call from the terrorists. Did you hear our brother there speaking Yoruba? I bet the trauma of what happened last night, including their friend that got kidnapped by the terrorists, the trauma is still with you. Brother, from Yoruba land to Abuja, from Yoruba land to Kaduna, you are minding your business, your daily business. Even if you don't give a damn about who is president or not, if you are not really concerned or you believe that Nigeria is not as bad as we are saying it, there is going to be a one day that for those who haven't witnessed or believe yet, they are going to witness that. Right? So, that is Nigeria happening to people. And that's what happened every day. Every day, Nigeria happened to people. Did you see them when they were thanking God? Thank God that they did not kidnap them. Thank God that they escaped. They were thanking God. But within just 40 seconds of thanking God, in the same video, they discovered that their friend didn't make it. And they probably discovered there are many other people who didn't make it. Then it dawned on them that it is not God that will stop insecurity. And that many of you, this is not me accusing those who are victims of being one Nigerians. But I'm just using them that I remember telling people, I said, you see, one thing about Nigeria is this. Whether you support Buhari or you don't support Buhari, whether you believe in one Nigeria, whether you don't believe in one Nigeria, as long as we are divided as we are all endangered species. We are all endangered because the consequences of insecurity and the incompetence, as well as the collusion of those in power, who could have deployed your resources to go and stop this kind of carnage. But you read about it every day. In fact, some of you will travel. When you travel through that road, back and forth, you will quickly jump online on social media and then condemn people who have witnessed the terror firsthand and condemn them that they are enemies of Nigeria who want to divide Nigeria because they don't like Buhari or because they are living abroad. Blah, 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 blah. Simply because the same Kaduna-Abuja expressway that Maiyegun was telling you is not safe because Maiyegun gave you proof. It's the same Abuja-Kaduna expressway that you and your friends, you drove down to and fro and nothing happened. Therefore, Maiyegun is a liar. Not knowing that you, being a survivor, those who survived yesterday's terror, they are the potential victims of today. For those who have survived that of today, they are potential victims of that of tomorrow. And as it has become so kind of, turn by turn, even if you are living outside Nigeria, yeah, and you live in denial, Baba, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was in Kaduna last week. We went for the wedding of my friend, my colleague in the office from Abuja. We got to the airport. They said the flight? We missed our flight. And somebody said, let's go to Kaduna. Let's drive to Kaduna, Joe. And you drove to Kaduna, you and your paddy, and you took pictures. Maiyegun, shut up. It's not that bad. It is just some areas. Don't worry. Don't worry. As long as Boko Haram and gang continue to control the levels of power and they continue to maintain the imbalance in power, yeah, of course, just wait for your turn. Let's see how long your faithful God, yeah, will bring Nigeria back to peace. Your faithful God will protect you from the hands of all this terror, right? Which is no longer about northern Nigeria anymore. You see, what I'm trying to say here is this. These things happen, and majority of you off social media, you are going out there to run your normal, legit businesses from your different offices. You are going to go on the road travel. You are going to go on different journeys that normally will make you think everything you heard on Maiyegun's diary or on social media about why, if you have a chance of changing anything now, it will be for you to stand up and at least redeem what is left of your own lives before they take it away from you, right? But if you want to live your life in a different reality, I have a news for you. Yes, you ask yourself, what is a Yoruba man and the Yoruba guys are doing in convoy? They actually have some policemen, police escorts, shooting gun, but guess what? Before they got to the place, they've already kidnapped their friends and many other people they don't know. You will be asking yourself, what is a Yoruba man doing in Kaduna? What is a Yoruba man driving to see in Abuja? What are you doing in Kano? What is your business in Niger? What are you going there? But guess what? You have all of our Yoruba brothers, our Igbo brothers and sisters, Southerners, who still have jobs, businesses, yeah? And they know about this danger, right? But on the other hand, they mostly are those who are doing everything to prove to the rest of many of us that now not just they go paranoid. It's not that bad. How can somebody sitting in Glasgow be telling me about what is going on in Kaduna, the same Kaduna that I traveled to last week? Because you know why? They continue to do their businesses, even though they are doing the businesses in apprehension. What is apprehension? That means they know of the potential danger of traveling through Nigerian roads where these unknown gunmen, Fulani terrorists, and the rest of all those terrorists we have spoken about, that many Nigerians are divided if to stage a revolution. And since normally if you have a country, right now, by now, Bukwari should have been impeached, arrested. Malamu should have been arrested. Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga should have been arrested. And they should be under house arrest and investigation for their collusion or their collaboration with those terrorists that they told you they can't call them terrorists. They will rather rehabilitate them. They have so many repentant terrorists as we speak that the terrorists have started fighting themselves at their different camps in Gombe, where they are rehabilitating them now. But despite having the massive number of those they called repentant terrorists, 19,000 of them they have now. They call them repentant terrorists. They have already freed over 8,000 of these terrorists. But guess what? The terrorism never stopped because it is no longer terrorism. It is now business. So if you are a Yoruba man and you think, when I call your attention to the danger that is going to consume you, the one that is affecting those back at home that are denying it too, especially those who live in the cities like Akure, living in the cities like Ibadan, living in cities like Lagos, living in cities like Abeokuta, living in cities like Ado Ekiti. If you tell them about the terror that people living in the communities are facing, that are so underreported, and most of the time, whenever they are reported, they are reported as clashes between others and farmers. Yet, only those who are indigenous people of Yoruba land get killed. You don't see any others killed. Because if you have clashes, how come those who are the indigenous people, the farmers, the locals in their communities, they were those killed? Their villages, their houses burnt down. But you will never see the others, right? But because those who are the Yorubas who live in those cities, there's nothing like that, Jare. It's not that bad. I still travel to Ibadan. Last week, I traveled to Ibadan 3 times a week. Where are the kidnappers? Where are they? There's nothing like that. Everybody should just calm down. Yes, there are some armed robbers, people who just want to, as if to say that is even normal, right? They will tell you that there are some armed robbers. There's police checkpoint. There's no kidnapping. All this in a noise. I traveled to Ondo last week. I went to Benin. Because he traveled to Ondo, he came back, then nothing like that happened. Therefore, the same mentality of those who are supposed to actually say, for the opportune time, there is this mass kidnapping along Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. Now, we need to end this. It must never happen again. Since some of them, right, will tell you, Shebi, I traveled on the road last week. Shebi, I was there last month. Who told you that is happening? Same thing in Yoruba land. Same thing in Igbo land. When you look at them living in Enugu, when you see some of them living in Abakaliki in Ebonyi, when you see all of them who are living in Umuahia in the capital, Aba Umuahia, the capital of Abia State. When you see some of them who are living in Oka, right there in Anambra, they will tell you, it is this whole thing, we are the Fulani herdsmen. Yes, we see them with cows and all of that. But you see, our people are still doing they are still doing their businesses. It's only this IPOB causing problem and all of that because they live in the city, right? And they have been told, when 57 people got killed in Ebonyi, right? They said it was others farmers clashes. Yet, only the Ebonyi people, 57 of them, were killed in 3 different communities within just a space of 5 days. No herdsman died when 57 died when they were clashing. The same thing in Imo State. The same thing in Enugu. They will tell you, farmers, others clashed. But you will never see any herdsman die or injured. But you will see dead bodies of the people who are from the communities. And then you say, what is now the others farmers clashes? This is terrorism. So since they have pictured it and they presented it as not terrorism, not be everything be terrorism, now clashes. Those who live in the city therefore denied the obvious until when they are traveling, they will say, I've seen videos of people who are travelers, who escaped being kidnapped right there in Ogun State. They ran into the forest and they were now thanking their... I've seen videos of our people who escaped from the kidnappers along Benin Road, along Auchi Road. We have seen our people who escaped from kidnappers from Imo, Olu, Imo Road, all these areas, who escaped. And they will say, now Fulani herdsmen, no. Now Fulani say they don't kidnap people. They don't kidnap people. But their mainstream media, right, will not even declare them missing. Talk less of reporting what happened. So until they leave that comfort, until they leave that Lagos, and they are now traveling to Kogi, that is when somebody who said it is an exaggeration. And people are only talking about the insecurity. The people who talk about the insecurity are the people who live outside Nigeria. Do you know how many people living outside Nigeria that have raised money for ransom for their family members back in Nigeria? They are not there. They don't live in Nigeria. They live outside Nigeria. They are not going to be victims of your government corruption. They are not victims of your police corruption. They are not victims of your military collusion. They are not victims of the terrorism that they call vandalism in Nigeria. They are not victims of all this ethnic profiling, including poverty that these guys have brought upon you. They are not. They are living far away. But guess what? Nigeria, they happen to all of us everywhere. Ask so many people who have not paid ransom or contributed as part of ransom money to their family members kidnapped in Nigeria, or to their friends, relatives, family, business partners, neighbors who have fallen victims, and they have had to go and raise 5,000, 10,000 pounds, to raise ransom money. Do you know how many people who have paid that? Just same way we have been paying ransom for hospital bills, paying ransom for medical bills, paying ransom for school fees, paying ransom for house rents, paying ransom for almost everything that your government denies you, to reduce the numbers of people that could have been on the streets due to the failures of this criminal government, who continue to collude and collide with the terrorists. They will never call them terrorists. So even when we live outside Nigeria, we are not spared. Nigeria continue to happen to all of us differently. So not until they leave their comfort zone, their little bubble, then they will say, Baba, I will never do it again in my life. We escaped the kidnappers around Kogi when we got to Lokoja. By the time we get to Okene and we are moving upward, they just showed up. Baba, I saw film. You don't see film. Baba, I saw film. I saw kidnappers. I don't know how I managed to escape, Baba. Nigeria don't finish. I say, oh, really? You don't see film? You go give testimony. They kidnapped a family member, my family member, somebody I know, a young man that we grew up together. Dogbolu. Kidnapped by Fulani terrorists operating within the territory of Yoruba land. This is somebody who is also a member of APC. Guess what? When he survived, he said, Baba, Nigeria is finished. These people, they have the map of the entire southwest region. And they told him that now mouth, all of us get, all of you mouth, when they are ready to strike, it will be like a film. He said, Baba, I believe them. If I have opportunity, Baba, I will get out of this place. So those who are living in denial, when you watch a video, before now, they will say, waiting concern me with Zamfara. Now family business. Waiting concern me with Teshokoto. If they kidnap them and do anything to them, now their business. Today, people don't they kidnap people for southern Nigeria when they speak Fufude. And you'll be like, oh boy, wait. One, I know that I have been, when they kidnap you, this is how reality always sets in for some people. When you are kidnapped and you see that they control the territory, and you'll be asking yourself, like, wait. I was traveling, I entered my car from Auchi. I started my car. Then I drove. Then I ran into hold up traffic. And I bought 15 naira pure water. Okay. Then when we pass that place, then people like say then kidnap us. Okay. Waiting they go on. I don't enter Zamfara within this last 1 hour, because you'll be wondering, how did terrorists speaking Fufude have territories in Yoruba land, have territory in Edo Benin land, have territory in Enugu, have territory in Anambra, they have territory in Ibadan, they have territory all over the place, but you will never find out until you become their victim. Then you'll be wondering, say, this thing where happened just 3 hours ago. We don't enter Zamfara. I be waiting they happen as Zamfara we did, or we see the Auchi, or we see the border of Ore, or where. That is when reality will set in. That it is no longer Zamfara problem anymore. And I've been saying that it is no longer Zamfara problem. As a Yoruba man, one Nigerian, continue to call people like Maiyegun, continue to call me your enemy of Nigeria. But the real enemy, right? The real enemy are those who have the capacity to stop this kind of trauma, untimely death, even if you are never their supporter. Insecurity doesn't. People said the guy we then kill that former Zamfara governorship aspirant, APC, Egbekegbe member, Al Qaeda People's Congress. Some people said, why didn't he show them the APC Egbekegbe membership card and say, esprit de corps, we are from the same family. Al Qaeda, progress. Al Qaeda, progress. Taliban, progress. Like, just give the slogan. Why the guy no talk? It is because you are just fooling yourselves. If you think denying the insecurity in Nigeria, denying it will make it go away, and absolving Bokwari and the criminals who have the capacity to stop this, absolving them of the blame will spare you or spare your loved ones. I don't think if you are following, are you? Nobody is safe. Nobody is safe when insecurity pervades the land. And people called, they said, we need to call the government to do the right thing. Stop police brutality. Channel your policemen towards the terrorists who are making life a hell. The terrorists who cross from the Sahel down to Nigeria and you want to make Nigeria their home. Deal with them. What did they do? They sent terrorists after them. NSAS. They started persecuting them, right? They started arresting those they could arrest and chase many of them out of Nigeria. One of those who testified at Lagos, Lagos judicial panel that released his indictment report that Sonweku, Tifnumbu, or the APC, Egbekegbe, and the hoodlums of Lagos, Bokwari and the Fulani government of Nigeria, they have case to answer for murdering the people who asked the government to protect them while they were singing national anthem, waving the national flag, right? One of the witnesses, a lady, you know what they did to him? To her rather. You know what they did to her? They attacked her last night. They wanted to kill her. She survived. Now,
the next when she left hospital for after treatment, yeah, when she left the hospital, when they go back into the car, they found another envelope telling them that they were going to be next. You are going to be next. Game on. Do you think you can just come out and you know what I mean, and give testimony? That is what Nigeria has become. And who are those who are carrying that out? The same victims who are going to end up either kidnapped or killed untimely, because they are protecting a government that doesn't give a damn if you get killed by their terrorists, right? This is the lady. I'm going to go look for that video of she's a victim of the NSAS police what do you call it, brutality that killed and massacred hundreds of protesters last year. She testified her own testimony among many other witnesses and victims who showed up. Her testimony is part of the panel's report that indicted the government of Lagos State, indicted the military, indicted the police, and asked that those military officers, those soldiers, those police officers, they must be sacked. They must be completely dismissed from the force, and they must also be arrested, prosecuted for the crime of murder, because deliberately they killed peaceful protesters. You know what they did to her in Lagos yesterday? Yeah, after appearing at the panel, right? Look at this.
Can't see. Last night I was attacked on my way back from tennis by two guys whom I thought were passerby, because I was standing at the bus stop waiting for vehicle, only for one of them to shine light on my face. Ọmọdé mi from panel. Shebi Nona, they claim say Nona sabi fast. Ona no wan stop abi. Say if they kill me, make I say I go take continue to dey agitate for justice. Never tell them I don't know wetin dey talk. They start hitting me. See on my back. See on my back. See my hand. They start cutting me. I see my legs like I'm a thief. Like I'm a thief. I survived by the grace of God, because I thought I would die at that bus stop. This is what they did to me. This is what they did to me.
That's what they did to her. And when they took her for treatment, and they came out of the car, out of the hospital, they found this wrapped around the car handle, the car door handle, right? And that's why it says, you are next. Game on. For standing up, speaking out, and then asking for justice for what Nigeria did to them. The panel report has already started causing serious ripples, talking about governments using their resources to silence everyone that ever speak up, while the terrorist network continue to expand, and more citizens are falling victims of this act of terror that is not the priority of the government of Nigeria, right? When people stand up, the same mob who work with all these corrupt criminals, opportunists in government, they are the same people that they will use to cause bodily harm, including killing those they suspect as too outspoken, like this lady. That's what they did to her. And that is why when you read on social media and you see some of these charlatans, political jobbers, hungry crumb chasers, crumb eaters, ass lickers, all risers,
Most of these Lagos Abobakus, the Agberos in suits, these jobless, unproductive people whose only survivor is pretty much on the crumbs that comes from the criminals that has exchanged and traded off their lives and their future. They care not, but they are the time bomb that these criminal elements in government continue to rely on. And when you go on social media, they are the people that will tell you, why don't you come back home and say all these things you are saying? Because apart from government, the other ready-made violent group are the unproductive, poorly educated, uneducated, ready-made, strong, able-bodied young men and women that they have deliberately rendered useless by the system, only to be useful for any sinister moves, for, violence. Apart from government, there are those who are also licensed to unleash violence. These are the people that can come after peaceful protesters with weapons and the police will look away. These are the young, unproductive, miseducated, uneducated, and mostly greedy, unproductive young men and women who are ready to do the biddings of those who have traded away their future by hanging around for the crumbs, the peanuts that they will get from them. So these two violent groups, government, politicians, and those they use, they will tell you, why don't you come back home? They have no room for a serious conversation on now. Oh, let's talk. And let's talk in a way that we can convince ourselves that we deserve better. No. Once they are paid, they will search for you. They will harm you. They can even kill you. And because Nigeria is a crime scene, a country that rewards crime, the harder or the most, the deeper your crime world is, the more rewarding you will get from the system of Nigeria. That is how they work. Right? So, come back home. Come and say it here so that we can kill you, Danu. Can finish you. Nonsense. How dare you say that about our own Ashiwaju Awonwere, Ashiwaju Enyi Agbero? How dare you? Why don't you come back and say it to our face and we can just kill you? Nothing will happen because they know nothing will happen. The system will protect them. Police will even look away and watch them lynch you in public. If they say those who lynch and killed you, which they say, well, they are killing you because you insulted their leader. You insulted their political criminal leaders, right? The police will be like, they should go and give your family 500,000 and say sorry. And if you want to fight it, go to courts. You will never win. That is the country. Right? The country where the potential victims are going to continue to fight to protect the interest of their, of their slave masters. That's the common parlance, right? Then when they get caught up on the highway where Fulani terrorists are doing their business, kidnapping those who are ready to surrender and get kidnapped with peace. And for those of you who are stubborn, who think you are smart, killing you right there. And people can say, God rest your soul. God, please rest your peaceful soul. God, blah, 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 blah. People getting killed untimely. And there is nobody that is responsible. There is no government. There is no president. There is nobody holding anybody responsible. It is just business as usual. Everybody just waiting for his own turn. Thinking it's going to go away. Maybe not. I was reading something earlier, and they said that, Aisha Bokwari is back in Nigeria. Do you know why she's back? You know that she lives in Dubai now. That is the Nigerian First Lady. She is now she's the Nigerian First Lady in Dubai and Nigeria ambassador to Dubai, unofficial ambassador to Dubai. So she lives in Dubai. Her children Majority of them live in London, and they shuttle between London and Dubai. London, Dubai. Then, you know, as the mother of Nigeria, she decided to come back. The last time she came back, after about 9 months away, when she came back to Nigeria, she went back to Nigeria to go and launch a book. To go and launch a book about, I don't know, I think about beauty or something. So people donated money to launch her book. When she cashed out the money, she left back to her base in Dubai, right? Now she's back in Nigeria to host the African First Ladies Conference. She's their chairperson. So she's back in Nigeria now. Nigeria has allocated hundreds of millions, if not billions, for her. Now she's back in town. They are hosting that jamboree. They are raising money for it. They want to build the Center for African First Ladies in Abuja, so that whenever they want to do the conference, every First Lady in Nigeria can use that place and call it the headquarters of African First Ladies. Aisha is back to raise money for that. In the next 3-4 days, when that is done, Aisha will pack her bag, go back to her base. And guess what? Just like many people will disappear, despite all the crimes that Boko Haram is committing right now, because they know many of them will disappear. They will never come back to Nigeria again. Aisha Boko Haram is one of them. She will never come back again. She knows what is coming after this. There are many other criminals who have done so well for cover-up on the crimes of Boko Haram, including this cover-up on the terrorism in Nigeria, right? Many of them are going to disappear immediately. Before the May 29, 2023, you won't see them again. They will disappear and they will never come back to Nigeria, right? But that damages they are going to do before then, I don't think many of those who are urging them on right now, all the Buhari idiots, the cyber barbarians, and all their clan, many of them, including those who don't support them, by the way, many of us who don't support them, we are not spared, right? I don't know how many of us are going to be the victims of the consequences of what they are into, the consequences of incompetence and collusion, something that you can't pray your way out of, right? We don't know how many of us will still be alive by then, if we are alive enough to see through. I read that and I was like, because Nigeria is just a graveyard where, where the scavengers go back to pick whatever they can pick for themselves and their family members. And the rest of you can rot in there. Or if you have your way, get the hell out of the place like them too. That is the idea. And I also read it in online, where they said, Miyeti they want the Igbo governors to apologize to them, and they have to pay them 2 billion naira for what they call how IPOB has affected their business in Igbo land in the last 1 year, by telling them to leave Igbo land, by attacking their people, by doing this and that. They want apology from the people of Igbo land, the governors. They want a compensation of 1.5 billion naira, or else between them and the Makban and the Igbo people, the wahala just starts. But guess what? The IPOB believe that they are just, it's just like the kick of a dying horse. Like, we'll give a damn about Miyeti Allah. If they have business with Igbo governors, they should go on and brag about that. I mean, for all they care, they can go on. And the point is that they don't want Fulani terrorists on their land. But some also believe that, look at what is going on in Imo State. Look at what is going on in Enugu State. See what they did in Anambra State. And on like that. You realize that, yes, the Fulani terrorists who have invaded the Igbo land as well, they have one way or the other be remodeled, called unknown gunmen. Not just that, they have also been given the uniform, turned to the local terrorists. Something happened today in Awo Umama, in I don't know if I pronounced that right, Awo Umama in Imo State. They said the Nigerian soldiers, they have a checkpoint along, on the road, along that route, yeah? And then the unknown gunmen, they call them, they came to the checkpoint and they shot the soldiers, and they killed one of them. And then the unknown gunmen, as they call them, their main terrorist arrival, right? So when the unknown gunmen killed one soldier, they now drove on the road straight to Anambra. leaving Imo State. But guess what? When the Nigerian soldiers, when they returned back to the community, this is a roadblock attack. They went back to the community that is close by. And guess what they did? Let me see if I have the video.
Jesus! Hey! Hey! Jesus! Jesus! Hey! Hey! It is God Almighty. See this bus shop. Oh my God! Hey! Hey!
That is the carnage. Same thing when terrorists, whenever they act in any part of Nigeria, they destroy, they burn down properties, they kill innocent people, they shoot and kill and do all of that. And there will be nobody held responsible. Same thing with the Nigerian military, the Nigerian soldiers, especially those ones they sent to the eastern Nigeria, okay? They have been given the license to kill. These are murderers, rapists, complete, assaulters, bunch of hardened criminals, drug addicts, abusers, and so many other characters you can find. Nigeria put uniform on them, gave them gun, and gave them license to kill, to go to a land, a region, right? And you will think, when you see their media men and they are giving press release, by the time you are going to read about what happened tomorrow at that Awo Umama, in Imo State, what they did there today, and how many people they have killed, by the time their military will release a press statement, unfortunately, that person who is the PRO for the Nigerian military is an Igbo man, right? Now, by the time he's going to read out the report of what they did, the carnage they carried out around the civilian population in that axis of Imo State, right? By the time they want to release the statement, they are going to tell you that they were fighting IPOB. They were looking for IPOB member because IPOB member attacked them. That is why they went after the businesses of the local people in the area, right? And burned them down, while many of them were killed, right? And they will make sure that none of those people who get killed by the Nigerian military, they will make sure that none of them will ever come out to say we are the victims of the military carnage. We are the victims of the military burning of our properties. We didn't kill any soldiers. We did not commit any crime. We are there running and minding our businesses. The soldiers chased after their killers, the people who fought them. When they couldn't catch up with them, they returned and they went back to their place and they remobilized and they came for the people of the community. Is that not the crime against humanity we've been talking about? Nigerian military, they will say, what stops them from knowing intelligently that the local people burning their properties, right, is never going to pay for the crime committed by those you knew and you went after, harmed men, but you came back, went after civilians, because that is exactly what they are doing in Igbo land. Every time they tell you that they are shooting in Olu, they are burning people's properties. They are shooting civilians, chasing people into their homes, chasing people into the hole, chasing civilians, military, soldiers, execution style, burning properties, burning everything they can see on their way, just to say they are looking for IPOB. Then what is the difference between them and terrorists? What? That is exactly why I call them uniformed terrorists of Nigerian military. Then they will deny completely. Or what do you make of this?
Jesus! Hey! Hey! Jesus! Jesus! Hey! Hey! It is God Almighty. See this bus shop. Oh my God! Hey! Hey!
Many lives have been destroyed like that. And guess what? When they finish doing things like this, they jump into the media and say, it is the IPOB that caused it. If it's not because IPOB are asking for Biafra, this and that, the soldiers will not be there. That's the excuse they give. License to kill. Yeah? Especially, like I said from the beginning, our brothers and sisters who live in the city, they are those who have the best understanding of why Nigerian military, Nigerian police can go into civilian communities and start killing innocent people, women, children, young people, because they are looking for IPOB members. And then at the same time, telling you that they are doing it because they are trying to stop insecurity. Meanwhile, in the northern part of Nigeria, you know where you dare not drive your car to. And yet, you have to claim to be one Nigerian. All the northerners who told us that Goodluck Egbere Jolantan was actually the one who was sponsoring terrorism to reduce your population, right? Who is now killing you in northern Nigeria to reduce your population? How come when they were killing you in 2014, 2015 in Borno, you were able to say the government was to be blamed? How come that now that many of your communities, over 10,000 communities, small villages, where you have minorities and the small communities, they have been taken over by terrorists. People are now paying taxes to terrorists. Why are you now saying not the lie? May Allah, Almighty Allah, forgive you your sin. May Almighty Allah come and forgive your sin. May Almighty Allah come and bring peace. May Almighty Allah blah 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 come and do this and that. How come it is now the Allah's job? But it wasn't the Allah's job in 2015. Hypocrisy. Are you with me? Hypocrisy. For those of you who are in the southern Nigeria, shouting one Nigeria, don't worry, okay? If you are lucky enough, you will tell your children, right, how mistaken you have been and how long you believed in your own lie until you come to your reality and say, well, listen to me. Many people who have come to the reality of what Nigeria has become today, right? Majority of them didn't come to that reality from the word go. Majority of those you see on Maiyegun's diary Politico, some of them, as you see them, right, they never believed that Nigeria should, by any means, start the conversation around breakup. They don't believe in it. To them, right, we are bigger and better together until they meet their own reality. When they met their reality, it didn't take them time to know that it is complete impossible to build a big country that like Nigeria with so much differences among the nationalities, and the greed and selfishness of the ruling class is enough to tell you that you are just going to be filling a basket with water, thinking you have an idea of what can make Nigeria better. Ideologically, we are incompatible. Do you understand that now? So those who are now telling you that, you know what, except Nigeria do something, this country is going nowhere. And I feel sorry for the people. Pray from now till eternity. Doing the same thing with this kind of system, you are going nowhere, right? Those who have come to that reality, majority of them didn't start from there. In fact, they strongly believed that Nigeria will work until they met their reality. You will meet yours. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not day after, maybe not even in the next 1 year. But trust me, Nigeria has a way of happening to people in a different way. That when that reality hits you, you will no longer be able to lie to yourself. You will no longer be able to give excuses. You will no longer be able to counter those who have come to their own reality. And that point is where I'm waiting for. Some said it's going to be a revolution that will actually bring all of us together to our senses. And then we can then, after the demolition of this rigged, corrupt system, that everybody would then be able to sort themselves out and live peacefully to where they rightfully want to belong to. And I actually agree. But people said, you cannot fix a date for revolution. Revolution is spontaneous. It will happen when people hit their reality. I also believe that too. That is why I'm somebody who believes in time. Yes, our differences are obvious, even when we all want the same thing. But we will arrive at that reality differently. We should keep those who have arrived at theirs and make sure that they no longer, go astray. For those who are still fighting it within themselves, Nigeria will still be fine. I don't believe Maiyegun is not, you know what I mean? God told me this and that. I am not in any dispute with whatever you believe in. But I'm telling you the reality that you are telling yourself that it is not that bad. But guess what? It is worse. And I don't think, for those of you who think you live far away from northern Nigeria, should continue to believe that the farther you are from the place, the safer you are. No, you are not. One of your brothers is in the captivity of kidnappers. You are likely never going to know his name. You are likely never going to know his picture. You are likely never going to hear about him again. But it happened today in far away, last night rather, in far away Kaduna. It's a reminder before I go.
This is life kidnapping. This is kidnapping life in broad daylight. Thank God for our life on the 21st of November 2001. Thank you, God, for saving us. Nigga, my Jesus. Thank you, God.
Yes, thank God.
Life one. Correct. You can hear the gunshot.
God is faithful.
Can hear the gunshot. It's slow down.
God is faithful.
Correct. You can hear the gunshot.
God is faithful.
You can hear the gunshot. Scaring them away. You can hear the gunshot. Live gunfire going on.
God is faithful.
Gunfire going on.
Yes, sir. Then they find somebody.
They don't carry. They have kidnapped some people. What happened? La ilaha illallah. Oh God. Let's ask some people. So someone has been shot. Oh shit, right inside his car. Oh God. He's happening live on our way back. Oh shit, he's been shot. He's been shot. Under! Individual! Individual! Yeah! Individual here, God! What did I tell you? See individual! Hey, it's Gabokibu!
They carry our friend.
Hey, they don't carry our friend.
Yes, your friend. Hey, Jesus!
I tell you, say this car!
Hey.
You say me also like motor one.
Jesus, they carry our friend.
Oh God! Oh God of creation!
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Mona, just leave here before. Then if any
Oh God!
either police or
Before Nigeria happened to you, pick your fight. Shall na election be your own fight? Shall na revolution be your own fight? Na Biafra be yours. Yoruba nation is yours. Even if yours is restructuring, just something that at least we say you stand up, you are standing for something that you think can make a difference. If you think you're going to probably just join the crowd, continue to pray and hope. Me, I will be praying for you. May Nigeria never happen to you or to the people you know before you know the truth and before you accept the truth, before you pick your own battle. If you ask me, my battle is a very straightforward one. Nigeria is not working. Let the people decide if they still want to be part of that arrangement or not. If they want to be part of that arrangement, under what terms and conditions? If they don't want to be part of that arrangement, let's begin the process of putting together how we are going to part ways. So if you ask me 1 million times, it is not working. I am not Julius Baja. My children are not going to become Julius Baja, building Nigeria, trying to build Nigeria. The carcass, if you ask me 1 million times, Maiyegun, what would be your choice? If you have your friends around now who would follow the same thing, I would say, pick up a fight, break up Nigeria to save lives. War that Bukwari has unleashed on the rest of us, right, can never be won, divided. But until we have the number of people who actually want to pick their own fight, right? Well, we talk too much. Maiyegun, I don't like all this talk. I'm sorry. We are not going to stop talking. I can't carry gun, and I can't tell you to carry one if I'm not going to be carrying it and going in front of you. I can't carry gun, right? And I'm not actually trying to discourage you from that. So since I can't, I won't encourage you. That is why I'm saying, if you join and pick your fight, maybe if we join and pick a fight and we have enough number of us, we may not have to pick gun. We didn't declare war on ourselves. Bukwari declared it on us. And it could have been won if we are together. I mean, that is the first thing. If there's anything that should connect all of us, it is what Bukwari and gang have done. The poverty they've brought upon us, the terrorism they've brought upon us, the division they've brought upon us, the underdevelopment they've brought upon us, the corruption they've brought upon us, the ethno-religious political policies they've brought upon us, and indeed religious persecution where you have no religious freedom. Trust me, they have escalated that. They brought that upon us. If you look inward, we have a lot in common. And if we have all to pick all of that, yeah, we will win. Again, thanks for your time, and I pray for you. Nigeria will not happen to you. But before Nigeria should happen to you, I hope you see your reality soon and you join the rest of us, demanding that this arrangement is faulty, like everybody knows. It can't be managed. It cannot be saved. It has to be dismantled. Let the component state that makes up the entire country decide what condition, under what arrangement are we going to continue to be part of this? And those who don't want to be part of it, make a peaceful arrangement and let those who want to leave, leave. Yorubas will leave if they should put a referendum on the ballot. Don't put Ifnumbu on the ballot, right? Don't put Ifnumbu. Don't join them to ask that they should put Ifnumbu on the ballot to be the president of Nigeria. Don't join them in all that kind of arrangements, yeah? Tell them, put referendum on that ballot. Put new constitution on that ballot. Put things that has to be decided before we decide to choose if we want to elect any president or not. But if you continue to say, about that in this in Jari, we just declare war, declare this. Well, I'll prefer to talk. I'll do that part. I mean, for those of you who are ready, yeah? Yes, when I see the sign, maybe all of us will end up carrying that gun. But until then, divided as we are now, we will never stop talking. And thank you very much for your time with me tonight. I'm going to see you some other time. I've got work tomorrow, but I finish early. Therefore, I'm going to see you again tomorrow. May Nigeria never happen to you before you know the truth. And then pick a side, pick a fight, hone it, fight for it, and see what difference that can make. So my friends on YouTube, give me that like. You know what I mean now? Give me that like under that video. Share it if you are just joining. Rewind that and watch again if you are just joining as well. And I'm going to see you some other time. Right? Good night.